Of all the times that I've started this recording, I really haven't figured out a good way to actually start it, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. There's been some fuckery going on, and I've been sick of it. Sick of it for a while. So much so that I took yet another time away from certain platforms because they're just not fucking worth it. For those who don't know, let's start with the short one. The YouTuber formerly known as Ilya Moon had a fundraiser that was promoted by a number of people under blatantly false pretenses. I was not involved with that one, but just looking at it and everything that's come out about it since, fuck her. I, there was no excuse, no reason for her to do what she did, and oh boy, did she make a mess of it and completely bear herself for what she truly is. Someone trying to capitalize on things going on and thinking that it wouldn't come back to bite her. Well, she was wrong. And I had no part in it, and I'm just numb to it by this point because of what happened prior to that with Sean Hufford, which I've been keeping an eye on things, just waiting for as much of the information to come out as possible before doing this video to reiterate to a number of people where I stand, what my actual position is. And this is mainly for the wonderfully mentally inept fucksticks in the back who say that they're paying attention and listening, but haven't. Quick rundown. A while back, Sean was unceremoniously fired from his employment, was in a tough spot, in dire straits, and had resigned himself to just fading away and giving up on just giving up. That was the position he was in. I found out about this, talked with him to find out what was going on, got the initial lay of the land, started talking to other people to be like, hey, what can we do to help him? Because that's what I do. I help people close to me. That's not going to change even after this. And in setting that up, I opened the door and failed to properly scrutinize the information that I was given by someone I trusted. Fuck me. That was my mistake. And for everyone who has suffered as a result of it, I'm sorry. I failed. I didn't do what should have been done at the time. I can't change it. And I hate that. And that's my cross to bear. I fucked up. I opened the door. I was the one who actually pressed Sean to not just give up on shit. And that is my fault. That's my burden to bear. And I won't be making the same mistake again. And other corrections have been discussed and made in the background of my own life, my own side of things to prevent this from happening again. In the meantime, there have been a number of people misrepresenting what happened and who did what, said what. And while I was initially apt to go into further excruciating detail, it's not worth the energy. It's not worth the effort to painstakingly go through just how myself, Sean, had a conversation of a worst case scenario. What would he need for help? Because fuck you guys. You're not worth it. And the group of people that I'm talking about for that are the ones who have needlessly and incessantly stoked this for their own perverse pleasure and profit. Yes, there are people out there profiting from this directly. They're profiting from the maltreatment of people supporting them, and doing so under a guise of presenting themselves as one thing, while in actuality, they're a complete other. And to each person doing that, fuck you. I'm done with you. I'm done with everyone that I can't even put a minuscule amount of trust into, which is the vast fucking majority of all of you out there at this point. So, don't just think of this as me playing games or stoking up to everything, because you'll notice something. You'll notice a difference here. This is not a discussion. This is me telling you where I am, how it's going to be, and what my intentions are. There's no discussion to take place here, which is why you'll notice this is not a premiere. This is not a live stream. Comments are turned off for a fucking reason, because I'm sick of this shit. And people need to straighten up and do right and actually show some fucking integrity and some consistency in what they're doing and how they're presenting themselves and what their actual fucking intentions are. More information is going to end up coming to light because people think they're safe. People think that they have nothing to hide when they do. I know that there are things that are in my past that I'm not proud of, but I don't hide them. I don't run from them. People need to look in a mirror and actually think to themselves, am I happy with how I am doing things? Am I comfortable with everything that's gotten me to where I am now? Am I comfortable profiting from people who I am saying were robbed and cheated and bamboozled and scammed, or however you want to phrase it? Am I comfortable profiting off of them while perpetuating the nonsense that started it all in the first place? Is that really where you want to be? Is that really what you want to be? So you'll notice this video here, under 10 minutes. Not monetized and not a discussion. This is more just showing that there was harm done to a group of viewers who had trusted people that they had watched and in a way interacted with through the online spectrum of things. And taking advantage of those people is wrong. Covering up and playing games with information while lording it over people who were directly involved is wrong, is just as wrong, in my opinion. And that's it. It is my opinion. If you had the information and you withheld it, and you not just withheld it from the public at large, not just withheld it from people you were interacting with and playing the game with to further your own perverse pleasure. No, if you withheld the information from people you claimed were a friend, fuck you. You want to talk about disrespect and being butthurt about something that was an honest mistake because someone's a fucking dumbass when it comes to memory at times? No. Playing the game of having information and not sharing it with people you claim to have their back directly, unfiltered, immediately, like I did with you guys, fuck you. This isn't over. This nonsense isn't over, and not because of any direct involvement with me, but because I know the people you're fucking around with. They are not going to stop. Their hate has been going on for years, and it's not going to stop. I hope you're okay with that. Because I'm not. And I'm done. Get the fuck out of here.